Well, Autel has given us a new feature in our intelligent photo section. It's called Smart Orbit, and it's way better than the regular orbit. In today's video, we're going to go over what it is and how to use it. Stick around. Hey, welcome back to my channel. My name is Hobart, and so we got a new present from Autel just recently. Actually, we got teased a couple of weeks ago when we got the new firmware 2.3.3.0, I believe it was. And that showed us that we were going to have a bunch of bug fixes and this new thing called Smart Orbit. So it's a great addition in this new firmware and now app update that enables it to have a Smart Orbit feature. Now, I am in the beta program for Android. That's why I've got it a little bit early. So if you're in the beta program, go and check it out. If you're not, join it if you can. Otherwise, the final app version should come out, and that will enable you to have the Smart Orbit feature. So what I'm going to do today is show you how it works, and then I'm going to go fly around the park and see if I can get some real good Smart Orbit shots for you so you can see how you can use it in everyday life. So let's go ahead and get the Evo 2 Pro up in the sky, and we'll get this thing going. All right, so we got the Evo up in the sky, and so what we're going to do is I'm going to first explain to you what Smart Orbit is. Now, the regular orbit that we had before, that you may still have, made you go and get right over the top of an object. You had to be directly over it, and if you weren't over it, then your whole shot was messed up. But you had to get right over the top of it, and then you had to set a point. Then you had to back up a radius, hoping that you were going to be close enough to where you wouldn't hit a tree or something around, but you had to go back up, set another point. Then start your orbit. The downside is you had to do all that, plus you had to control your camera. You had to make sure that your object was in the shot. With Smart Orbit, all you have to do in the beginning is find your target, draw a box around it, the camera will lock on, and then from there, you do the rest while the camera locks on to your subject, which is much better than the way that it was before. So we're going to start off by doing a Smart Orbit around my backpack, and I'm going to show you how it works. So let's take a look at the app here. As you can see, the drone is up. We're looking at the backpack. Anything on your screen, you draw something or a box around it, and it will track it and do its thing. So let's go ahead and draw a box around the backpack. As you can see there, boom, it focuses right in. Hit the start button. It does a little jerky jerk in the beginning for some reason. I don't know why. But as you can see now, it is doing a orbit around the backpack. It's keeping the backpack pretty much in the center of the screen. And you'll notice that you have controls down on the bottom. The controls on the bottom, you can use either the controls, joysticks on your controller, or you can use those controls on screen. It's up to you. Everything that works on your controller can be adjusted on screen and vice versa. So right now you can see the first thing, you've got height. We're at 13 feet high. If we go into height, we can use the slider where we can actually go up. You can see the drone go up. Now we're at 20 feet, still keeping the backpack in the frame. And we can go back down if we want to, whoop, go back down to 10 feet. And as you can see, it still keeps the backpack in the frame. So you can adjust there, or you can use your joysticks and go up and go down as well. It's up to you, however you want to control it, but it's still tracking that backpack. Now, the next thing, you get your orbit radius. Orbit radius you can control. Of course, we're at 23 feet right now. Let's go out to 36 feet. Now you can see the drone moves out and away to get to that 36-foot radius. And it's continuing to keep the backpack in the center of the frame, which is really nice. You can move if you want to. If it's not quite keeping it in the center, you are able to adjust it. But as you can see now, it's in a 36-foot radius. But look, I can go back down to 20. And as you see, the drone got closer to the backpack, still tracking it, continuing its rotation. So let's go to skip over the clockwise and counterclockwise, and we'll go straight to the speed here. As you can see, the speed, you can go from 2 to 9 miles an hour. Right now we're at 2. If I go ahead and speed that up to 4, you can see the drone speeds up and is doing a faster rotation around the backpack. Go up to 6 miles an hour, and you can see it's really starting to go fast. So you can adjust the speed of the rotation right there on the screen. Now the last thing that you have here is the clockwise and counterclockwise. So if you click on that, you have two options, clockwise and counterclockwise. What's highlighted in blue is what you're on now. What's just white is what you can select. So if we select counterclockwise, the drone should stop and just go counterclockwise. Let's see. And there she goes. So if you want to go from a clockwise to a counterclockwise shot, that's the button that you hit right there. That's basically how you use the Smart Orbit. It's really, really simple. It's much more simple than the regular Orbit to get better shots. And all you have to do is find an object, draw a square around it, and hit the start button. That's basically all you've got to do, and you're gonna get really, really nice shots. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use the remaining time I got on this battery to go ahead, go up, get some real nice Smart Orbit shots of the entire park here in nice 4K HD video. So enjoy the rest of the video, and I'll be back to say goodbye. So let's go ahead and get some more shots. Hey, well, that's all the time that I've got for you today, friends. Thanks so much. I hope you enjoyed those Smart Orbit shots right there, and also the rest of the video. If you don't have the beta app and you're not able to get this feature yet, hopefully I've given you a little bit of help and a little bit of a head start on how to use it when you get it. It's really simple. Just go into the Smart Orbit section, draw a box around your subject, hit the start button, and then you can use those on-screen controls or your joysticks to go ahead and control the speed and the distance and the height around your object. But it's much better, in my opinion, than the regular Orbit feature. I probably will never ever use that again after using this. So if you've got it on your beta, enjoy, have fun. If not, then it should hopefully, fingers crossed, be coming out soon to everybody so that we can all enjoy this new Smart Orbit feature. Well, if you like what I'm doing, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and the like button. It really helps me out. And if you have any questions, comments, or anything at all, go ahead and leave them down below, and I'll make sure to answer them the best that I can. Well, friends, stay safe, stay healthy. I appreciate it. Have a great rest of your day. See ya.